Andreas Georgiou here for MMA Plus post-fight at ACB 17. Scott Askham just there. 3 fantastic rounds in the main event in front of your Yorkshire fans. They were screaming the Sheffield Arena down. You defeated Luke Barnatt. Was that as sweet as you anticipated it to be in the build-up to this fight?
When you talk about how a fight's going to go round the back, and I think that's pretty much how we wanted it to go. Obviously, I wanted to finish. I didn't get the finish, but I hit him with some good clean shots. Crowd honestly fired me up. Luke were talking about pressure because of the crowd and that, but I swear that crowd fired me up. And to be honest with you, Luke fired me up as well. We had a few heated exchanges in build up, and I did enjoy them. I honestly enjoyed them. He had me smiling a few times. Like he did me a few times, I did him. You know what I mean? But I was smiling at it. You know what I mean? Like I was enjoying it. But there's no way I could let him come in here in front of my own crowd and fucking beat me after the things he was saying. It just wasn't happening. Like I say, he got that grit in my teeth, and every time I seen him, like I like you're having it. And I knew that if I put it on his toes, I think I'd just be a beat faster. And I really thought I'd put him away, but he hung in there, and it was a great fight. I think he finished slightly a little bit stronger, but I put in 2.5 solid rounds. You know what I mean? So it's hard to keep going for full 5 rounds at flat out pace. But yeah, I felt in control of the fight at all times.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that opinion there. That the first 2 rounds you looked fantastic. You were putting him on the back foot as well, and you were landing the harder strikes as well. You know, he came back well in the 3rd round, and that his experience really showed that. To be honest.
Yeah, I would just score the 3rd round. I still thought I won. I still thought I won all 3 rounds. One judge had him winning 29-28.
Yeah, that's been very highly questioned around the internet.
Thank God they've got five judges. I did actually say to one of my coaches round back, I think 5 judges is a great idea. One judge must have thought I want red corner. He must have done.
No, definitely. I've seen a lot already. A lot of people questioning that. I don't know why, but it seems that the Scott Askham in the UK, there's just a different energy about you. Like especially like before you went to the UFC in Bama, you were consistently killing your opponents inside the cage, and we saw again tonight. Scott Askham was far superior to a very experienced Luke Barnatt. Why is that? Well, and you had some good performances in UFC, but to the level you always compete in the UFC, it's always in the UK. It's always fantastic.
I agree. Like I know I'm at this level. Do you know what I mean? Like I haven't had the results I wanted in UFC. I really haven't. Do you know what I mean? If I did win that, did I win that 3rd round in judges' card or on judges? I think did 3 of them give it 30-27, 3 judges. So yeah, I still haven't lost a round outside the UFC. Yeah, I haven't lost a round. I said in a previous interview back in 2013 I broke my hand, and it sort of changed my fighting style. I fought all of 2013 with a broken hand, and if you watch my last fight in 2012 against Dennis Sutherland, that was Scott Askham tonight. I've gone back to that roots with my striking. Obviously, my striking coach is Steve Bruno, Chuck, and Daz Morris. I've got the best striking coaches in the world. I've got the best training partners in the world. I'm still travelling out to ATT and putting them camps in. You know what I mean? And I feel like I'm reaping rewards. I was still happy with my result. I wasn't happy with the result, obviously, but I was still happy with my performance against Bradley Scott, even though I didn't get a win. He had a really good tactic. He injured my leg. I fought a lot of fighting opposite stance, and I still thought I won. So like I say, yeah, it was a damn close fight. I was happy with the camp. I was happy with my progress in the camp, and I've continued that progress, and I've got better again. I showed that there, like that slip. I was slipping left hand. I was lighting him up with that. I felt a beat faster. I felt a little bit more bend at knees, and I was rolling shots inside. I felt good, honestly. I actually sat down at the end of the 1st round, and I put my hand on my coach's shoulder. We had a breather, and I said, I look good out there, don't I? I feel good, and I did. Like honestly, the confidence around me, it's like I don't know what it was at UFC. I don't know. Like I don't know. Like if it's the pressure or what. Like I think we're fighting not to lose instead of fighting to win. It's all a learning curve. It's about the end journey. Do you know what I mean? I'm enjoying this journey still. So to do that in Sheffield, that's my biggest win. It's my best win. So who cares about UFC? Obviously, and I'm not saying that in a bitter way. Do you know what I mean? Like UFC were a great promotion, and I'm not like one of these who'll get cut and like start slagging them off. They looked after me. You know what I mean, I had some good fights in there. I just feel like I didn't get the results. I also didn't perform to my potential. Yeah.
Final thing for me now, Scott. As you've just said, different energy, different feel for you tonight, and a feel of a man who can definitely challenge for that belt here in ACB. Is that the end goal for you now?
We'll have to sit down with management. Yeah, obviously I'm here to take names and that's it. ACB are a massive promotion. They've given me a great opportunity with Barnatt, and obviously I'm going to continue that momentum now. We'll sit down with management and see what happens.